I used TikTok to see what people who don't know much about Teslas and electric cars will learn by simply searching for it on TikTok. Let me show you the first 10 videos that came up and what they suggest about buying a Tesla. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I expected a bunch of Tesla fanboys that have flooded social media for years to lie about how great it is. But that wasn't the case. Now, where did all the Tesla fanboys go? I don't know. Maybe they're watching their supreme leader Elon Musk destroy another social media platform day by day, but I'm glad they weren't there. So let me show you the first 10 TikToks that a newbie to Tesla would see in no particular order. Okay, so the first one that popped up is actually excellent, because it's this guy who's letting his mom let the Tesla Model S drive her using the full self-driving. Let's take a look.
Don't touch the gas.
I'm not.
Mom tries full self-driving.
Oh, wait. Is it gonna stop?
I don't know, we'll see.
Okay, first of all, it's not gas, it's the accelerator pedal. Remember, there's no gas. Secondly, he sounds 15.
Hey, wait!
Leave it, leave it, leave it.
Wait! Ah!
Let it go, let it go.
All right, so this is excellent. You know, I've made so many videos about the full self-driving technology, trying to explain that it is the best on the market, yet a total scam because of how Tesla presents it, right? I even believe it's not spelled correctly when it's full self-driving, but this is great. This shows that, first of all, look, the car is driving itself, and it's spinning the wheel, it's waiting for another car to pass, but it's doing so where she's scared shitless. Let's be honest. And even the owner guy, the kid, is not quite sure. And you know, this is exactly what it is. It performs great in 99.9% of the time, but then when it doesn't, it crashes. You know, in a dramatic fashion. As a matter of fact, they just released, I believe, 2021 footage of where the Tesla on autopilot just smashes into yet another emergency vehicle. So this is great. So now let's move on. This is the video number 2.
Can you believe this Tesla owner's car died just short of the charger, and when he was given no help on his Model 3, started laying down in front of a spot to make sure nobody else pulled into it?
Yes, I can believe that some owners are irresponsible enough, just like gas owners sometimes, to run out of juice. But I cannot believe that an adult decided to lay down to get his parking spot. And yes, I can also believe that Tesla did not want to help him. So all of this sounds about right.
After 15 minutes, however, we finally jumped in, helped place his car into transport mode so he could push it back into the spot and plug it in to charge. Let us know if you would have handled this the same way.
Yes, I would not handle it the same way. Well, so I guess no, I would not handle it the same way. I wouldn't wait for 15 minutes to help the guy if you knew how to put it in neutral and push it into the stall to help the guy out. But you know, this is another great video because obviously, you know, range anxiety and the fact that you can run out of juice, you know, in more situations than a gas car nowadays is a real thing that you don't always get support, especially with Tesla, particularly in Tesla, is another good point. But at the same time, you know, I have to say, as much as smack as I talk about the Tesla community, because they do act like a cult a lot of times, and I don't like cults, you know, they are a community and they will help each other out in a second. And by a second, I mean 15 minutes. All right, let's move on to video number 3.
3 things that I just don't like about my Tesla. Number 1, all of the doors are automatic and they're controlled by this key. Except the front trunk, it's manual and it's just kind of annoying. Number 2, if you're standing next to the back doors, they take a really long time to open because they just don't want to hit you. And number 3, if you forget to charge your car the night before like I do all the time, you're stuck with a low battery and it takes a long time to charge. Like this video for a part 2.
All right, not sure if I want to watch the part 2 because, okay, let's just start with the whole charging thing. If you forgot to charge your car, just like if you forgot to gas your car, how is it that the thing that you don't like about Tesla? That's the thing you shouldn't like about you. You know, you're forgetful. So that's okay. That happens with age. I know, I'm old myself. Now let's go back to the controlling the frunk. So that's not true. The frunk you can unlock with your fob. However, it's just not automatically raised as the doors. And that's true that in Model X, you don't need to have arms to get in or out of the car. The doors will absolutely open, the front doors, the wings and everything. So, and it's a weird part that Tesla still has not automated the frunk to open and close automatically. You know, others like Rivian and there are kits that you can actually buy to get that done. And let's see, what was the other one that he mentioned? Oh, that's right, I forgot because it was so ridiculous. So the wing doors do open pretty quickly if there's nothing on their way. But if there's something on their way, yes, they're gonna take a second to make sure they don't scratch themselves and whatever it is that's on the way, including probably your child and a cat. So this guy's not very reasonable. However, that does show you kind of like that even if you get $100,000+ car, you will find the ways to bitch and whine, where honestly, I think there are quite many other things, reasonable things that are wrong with the Model X, and yet these are the three that he picked. So I'm not sure if this says much about Tesla as much as it says about its particular owner here. Now, the next one involves a couple of pretty ladies doing nasty things with vegetables, but it's not what you think. I will let you know what it is in just a second, but before that, a quick reminder that this video is brought to you by NeoCharge. Itching to buy another electric car but don't want to deal with paying an electrician to rewire your home for that second charger? Well, check out the Dual Car Smart Splitter from NeoCharge. Get one today and use the discount code in the description of this video. Alright, now 2 ladies, multiple vegetables, 1 Tesla. Now we have all of the right ingredients for either the OnlyFans video or a TikTok video. Now, since I've already spent all of my lunch money today, we're gonna go with the TikTok. Okay, so I cannot use the sound here because they've used some copyright music. Not that you need sound in videos like this. So as you can see, they're trying to figure out if it's gonna break her hand. Now, I gotta tell you, at first I was like, well, you know, this is a Tesla. It's quite possible they didn't think of this. And then they're breaking a bunch of vegetables, which does show you that actually this is, by the way, this is fun, but it's a pretty good test because it really does show that there is some force. But as you can see, it actually stopped on a, what do you call those, more of a, you know, sturdier vegetables from her collection. Now let's see what happens with her arm. Brave lady. All right, well, thank God. I'm so happy that Tesla actually have thought this through. You know, emergency vehicles on the path of the you know, speeding car, haven't thought that through yet. But you know, a carrot or fingers on the way, they got that right. Unless we watch the next video, which is actually, this one is a perfect segue to, because check this out.
Calm down, Tesla. Just cool it.
Yeah, cool it, Tesla, with you and complete lack of quality control. I mean, this is a software issue. This is something that should have been in quality control. And actually, this is a great video along with the previous one to kind of show you that, you know, people don't trust these electric cars, and specifically Tesla, for sometimes, unfortunately, a good reason, because in some cases they just do stupid shit that really should have never been an issue. And you know, this unfortunately has been an issue with Tesla, that they just don't care about quality control as much, and there are tons of different features, some little ones like this that you may not care about or maybe not come across very often, to some quite big issues, and you know, can't stress enough the, you know, plowing through the emergency vehicles and everything in between. All right, let's check out the next one.
You can hate on Teslas all you want, but I bet your car cannot do this. So obviously my car is white. So you click on colorizer and hit customize, kind of like this red. Let's do matte. All right, let's see if it worked. Come outside. Bro, what?
Bro, what? That doesn't make me hate Teslas. That makes me hate Tesla owners, actually. Now, I gotta say, it's kind of clever because it does showcase a cool feature where you can customize the color of your car, though that surely should only really be done once when you wrap your Tesla, because a lot of, well, okay, if you don't have a Tesla, you probably know, but your Tesla gets displayed on your front monitor a lot, and of course you want to see your color of your Tesla, but a lot of people customize it with different wraps. Like this one even though I don't know why. I thought white looked way better, but all right, if you want it to look like an orange, that's cool. And so that way it's a mismatch, but this way it's a match. But obviously you still have to go and spend like $8,000 to actually wrap it. All right, what's next?
Some things I don't like about my Tesla. Part 1. The car didn't come with any mud flaps, so all the wheel wells get covered in ice. The car doesn't have an engine, so it doesn't heat up enough to melt all this ice off it. And lastly, just look at how dirty the car gets when I drive it. That's why these are...
All right, obviously someone doesn't know how to end their videos. I end my videos beautifully. Wait until we get to the end. It's gonna be gorgeous. Now, okay, this is another video of things that people don't like about their Teslas. And again, this is quite rare because there are quite a few things that are wrong with these cars. That's why I'm no longer an owner. I used to have 3 actually. Just like with the other guy who's complaining, first of all, doesn't matter if it's a Tesla or not, it will get dirty. However, it does bring a good point that in colder weathers, Teslas do have more issues, and he actually didn't show the worst issue. I mean, the snow not being melted off the car, it's not that big of a deal. A lot of times the charging ports and the door handles get frozen in, and you literally cannot open them. That's, I feel like, a bigger problem, but this is a kind of a good video for people to understand that in cold weather, Teslas do have much different and bigger problems. All right, what's next?
I've owned a Tesla for 4 years, and I didn't know that you can charge it on either side of the car. So if you come over to this side of the car, click right here, and you can charge it. But you can also go to the left side of the car, click right here, and you can also charge it. And I think that's pretty cool.
I think it's pretty cool too. And when I had my 3 Teslas, they were also all Model S like his. I did not have that feature at all. There are other cars that have the same feature. By the way, I don't know why he actually tapped his plug onto the tail light. Is that some sort of Tesla code? I don't know. But you know, but I think what he said in the beginning of the video is actually even more interesting, because people do buy these cars and never bother to learn a lot of cool features, and I see it all the time. And the fact that he owned it for 4 freaking years and did not realize there were charging ports on both sides, you know, tells me and tells you that a lot of people buy these cars, whether it's Teslas or BMWs, Mercedes, is not so much because they like features, obviously they don't actually always know what they are, but because of the emblem. All right, let's get to the next one.
I hate my Tesla Model S loaner. Because I got this car as a loaner from Tesla while mine is being fixed, I can't access the app to warm up the car before going outside. This means I actually have to go outside, scrape off my car, and manually warm it up. Even though this is still better than owning a gas car.
Okay, that is true. It is better than owning a gas car most of the time. But once again, it shows me how much of the whiners these Tesla owners are. And by the way, these are all top of the line Teslas. This is a top Tesla Model S and X. And first of all, it is pretty cool when you get the loaner of the same value as the car that you have. Usually it's some crappy enterprise rent-a-car, right? So that's number 1. Number 2, it just kind of tells you that, you know, there are challenges with driving an electric car in a colder weather, and specifically, you know, Tesla. And I already outlined those for you. And by the way, one of the reasons that I bought one of my first Teslas was because you can preheat or pre-cool the car, right? You get in there and it's already hot when it's a big deal, and especially cooling it down. So that's something that all electric cars have now. But the fact that these guys are complaining, it's truly amazing. All right, the last but not least.
So my husband and I both have a Tesla, but there's this one thing that's really annoying. I always use my phone as my key, but I also keep my backup key card in my purse in case my phone dies. The problem is all the Tesla key cards look the same.
All the Tesla key cards look the same. You mean just like the keys? I mean, there are ways to distinguish them, you know, but I don't know what. So once again, it's first world problems. Tesla owners somehow create bigger problems from what they are, but it also showcases that, you know, this is really cool. And, you know, other electric cars have it as well. You actually use your phone to open the car and control the car. But let's see what happens next. I have a feeling I know what's coming.
So they're easy to mix up. This was happening to us all the time. So I was very excited to find out that you can program your key cards to work with all your Teslas, which means I can keep one key in my purse that works with either car. Hope this helped. Hit follow for more techie tips.
This is where I have a problem with Tesla as a brand, and Tesla community is just, as I mentioned, a cult. You know, they get screwed sometimes because this should have worked the way it works now. Originally, Tesla once again made it difficult for people to do, didn't think things through, and then they roll out this update and saying, look at this, your cars got better. Well, your car didn't get better. They just stopped being shitty in some ways. And this is, I don't know how Elon Musk did it, but somehow he got all these people to just eat it up. So yeah, but very cute matching Teslas, right? I used to have that. All right, so these are the first 10 TikTok videos that popped into my feed as I typed Tesla into the search. And I gotta say, these are actually quite realistic. They give a quite a realistic picture of what Tesla is, though at the same time, I wish it would actually be a little bit more positive. And I can't believe I'm saying it, but sorry, I wish I missed the Tesla fanboys. Yeah, I said it. You know, I wish some of the videos were about how amazing some of the features are of specifically Tesla and electric cars in general. So what is your impression of Tesla? Let me know in the comment section. And if you haven't decided yet, let me give you a breakdown of pros and cons of the most popular Tesla and the best-selling car in the world, the Tesla Model Y. And you can watch that video right here. All right, looking forward to all of your comments. Other than that, see you guys next time, and remember to stay charged.